Hello everyone, my name is Bobby Davis. I am a board-certified music therapist, and it is my pleasure to be presenting to all of you some information about music therapy today. Today I wanted to tell you a little bit about music therapy in general. I want to tell you about some of my work as a virtual music therapist. I will show you several of the things that we do in virtual music therapy. And towards the end, we'll look at many of the different instruments in music therapy and how they're used to address our clients' needs. To start this off, I would love to start the same way I start almost all of my groups and many of my individual sessions, and that's by singing my hello song. So this song I've been singing for years and years and years. I hope to have it up on Spotify and iTunes very soon. But for now, maybe everyone can just help me sing along to Hello, Hello. Hello, 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 today. Hello, 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 today. It's time for music. It's time for music. It's time for music. 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 It's time for music. I'm gonna need a little bit of help for this part right here. If you're ready for music, can you clap your hands? Can you clap your hands? Come on, clap your hands. If you're ready for music, can you stomp your feet? Come on, stomp your feet. Come on, stomp your feet. Oh yeah, yeah. Now everybody say yeah. Yeah! One more time, say, yeah! Woo! Hello, 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 today. It's time for music. Alright, well now we can get going. Now that we have sang hello again, my name is Bobby Davis. I'm a board-certified music therapist. I've been self-employed as a therapist for the past 5 years. I've worked in psychiatric hospitals, I've worked in schools, I've worked in hospitals, children's hospitals, substance recovery, nursing homes, many private homes across New Jersey. I've been very, very busy these past several years. Just being a music therapist. I've done groups, I've done individual sessions, but today I'd really like to tell you a little bit more about my work the past year as a virtual music therapist. Virtual work, as many of you may have learned over this past year, while it has its strengths, it has enormous challenges. So I want to, just be transparent with some of those, as well as show and tell everyone about some of the huge advantages I found from virtual work this past year. So this is a song that I like to use for virtual groups and individual clients. And it's a good way to get everybody involved and to encourage speech. So please listen and see if you could help me as we sing along. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go. For if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a bear combing his hair down by the bay, down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go. For if I do, My mother will say, have you ever seen a whale with a polka-dotted tail? Down by the bay. Alright, here we go again. I'm gonna need some help singing those words. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a... What animal is that? Have you ever seen a llama wearing pajamas? Down by the bay. Oh, we're gonna go a little bit faster now that we're getting better at singing this song. Here we go! Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a fly wearing a tie? Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say, have you ever seen a pig doing a jig? Down by the bay. Alright, we have one last animal. Only one more. Down by the bay, where the watermelons grow, back to my home I dare not go, for if I do, my mother will say. What's the last one? Have you ever seen a cat wearing a hat? Down by the bay, down by the bay, down by the bay. I got my leprechaun hat ready from, I guess, a couple weeks ago. We got plenty more hats coming up. So that's a song that I like to use in a lot of these groups. And when we're online, it helps to have these visual cues to use to encourage speech. We could use them to have clients pick songs. And I'm still finding more ways. So thank you for checking that one out for me. With me. So I just want to talk a little bit more about virtual music therapy, some of the challenges, and also some of the real strengths I found in my virtual work over this past year. So, of course, the biggest challenge, of course, is you're in a different room, you can't use instruments, and communication is much more difficult. You can't sync up the same way if you were right in front of someone. And then also there's all sorts of small communications that might be lost. So to make up for that, like in the previous song, you see we might use props. I have all sorts of props for different songs, whether it's little frogs, whether it's silly hats. I don't know if you could tell, but this is a taco. Different ways to make virtual music therapy an exciting experience. So, of course, on the other hand, I have found that with many clients, there are strengths. One of the huge strengths is, of course, the accessibility is unbelievable. If you are just in your house, if you have a computer, if you have a tablet, you could arrange a session for the best time of day for the client's most comfortable spot. In addition to this, some clients, as I'm sure many people are aware, are in their most comfortable place when they're at home and when they're engaged with some kind of tablet or a computer. While it's, of course, great to get people away from their screens, this is one way that kind of screen time can be integrated into something where we're working on speech, working on communication, and just having a more fulfilling, fun time with someone. Another huge advantage I found for these virtual sessions is really being able to cater to individual people's interests. So when I'm at home, I have my keyboard, I have all the music in the world on my computer. So a lot of these sessions, especially for people who are really interested in music, we can cover lots of music, and we could spend, I found, more time. Believe it or not, and these sessions are typically an hour long. I would have been shocked if you would have told me that I'd be doing hour-long sessions over the computer. But for the past several months, that's been a lot of my work, working with people for up to an hour, usually around that time, going through their favorite music. And again, since they're in this comfortable setting, I found that it really does open doors for like focus and also really getting used to, just getting used to it, building the habit of doing a certain thing in a certain way, because you could set it up so easily. So please continue to stick around. I'm going to show you some more music I do with virtual music therapy. I'm going to show you some instruments and tell you a little bit more about that. All right, everybody, I want to introduce you to some very good friends of mine. Of course, you will see in front of you, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What color? Green. What's on their faces? Speckled frogs. There we go. There's that little squeaky ribbit. These are the 5 green and speckled frogs. Everyone, it is getting warmer out. It is getting so warm, and if you are anything like a frog, you gotta cool off. So we have this luxurious pool of water for our 5 green and speckled frogs. So let's get these frogs where they want to be, and that's in the water. So here we go. 5 green and speckled frogs sat down on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, woo! Where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 4 green speckled frogs. 4 green and speckled frogs sat down on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool. Whoa, oh, you knocked over one. Where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 3 green speckled frogs. 3 green and speckled frogs sat down on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, woo! Where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 2 green speckled frogs. 2 green and speckled frogs sat down on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, woo! Where it was nice and cool. Now there's only 1 green speckled frog. Alright, we gotta get this last frog with all of his friends. So here we go. 1 green and speckled frog sat down on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. One jumped into the pool, where it was nice and cool. Now there are no more green speckled frogs, because they're all swimming. They're all swimming in a pool. They're all swimming, because frogs, they like to be cool. 5 green and speckled frogs sat down on a speckled log, eating some most delicious bugs. Yum, yum. They all jumped into that pool. Now it is nice and cool, and there are no more green speckled frogs. They're all swimming. There are no more speckled frogs. There are no more green speckled frogs. Oh yeah. So that's just a fun song where you get to use little frogs. I got some ducks. We have some little cows. All sorts of things for different songs to get everyone involved, interested, and so I have 3 instruments that I'm going to show you today. Some pretty common, some not so common. We're going to start with this drum. This is called a talking drum. A talking drum. This is especially cool because by how tight you hold it, you could change the pitch of the drum. And this particular drum, it takes very little pressure. No matter who you are, you could put this on your lap or in your arm. You could get many different sounds out of this drum. So there's a few ways that this could be a lot of fun and a very effective tool in music therapy. For one, you could have someone hold it either on their arm and lap and play along. It's particularly enjoyable because in this position you could really feel the vibrations. So depending on your interest in how you connect with music, this could be something that really adds to the experience. Also, if you just want to use one hand, it's something that doesn't take a whole lot of pressure or work to get a nice sound out of. Another thing that I like to do is I can control the tightness and have a client drum, and we can make lots of cool melodies using different tightness on the drum, kind of like. So hopefully you recognize that as ABCs or Twinkle Twinkle. So, having maybe a client that is able to know melodies and can tap them out, you could really kind of bring to life some more music that way. So this again is the talking drum. And it's a whole lot of fun. I've been using this for years, and it's always something that's worth checking out. Another drum I would like to show you is the ocean drum. I'm sure many people are familiar with some form of this. You see, this is a drum. It has these little metal BBs. It has some fish. It won't sound nearly as beautiful coming through my phone right now, but when you hold it and move it very slowly, it creates a wave-like sound. Of course, if you really want to get it going, you could shake it and have more of a stormy sound on that ocean. So this is our ocean drum. This is something that there are certain clients that absolutely love this drum, from the feelings of the vibrations, from looking down at the small BBs slowly move. This is something that I found is very effective in calming people. If you're just interested in an ocean drum and not even music therapy, I always encourage people, get a high quality one. They make a huge difference. And what this does is it basically forces the user to slow down and really take notice of what's happening. And it's a very effective tool for lowering stress and, more importantly in music therapy, bringing focus. Another thing that it does is as you move this drum, you have to slowly tilt it, which requires motor control from both sides of the body, which I found in music, with drumming, with playing, is a tremendous component to bringing focus and just an overall well-being. So that's a little bit of the ocean drum. Check out the ocean drum. I will use this all the time, even for just myself. I do not get tired of it somehow. I want to show you one more. This will be very familiar to everyone, but is a huge part of music therapy. Of course, this is a xylophone. Let me get that stick. This is our xylophone. So a xylophone is a fun way to get kids playing melodic music. By setting it up with either just the bottom notes or the top notes, you could really get into making music right away. So this is a fun way to play along with a guitar, oftentimes in groups. If you could get people improvising and playing together with a xylophone fairly easily. And it's always fun to do something like name that song. So that's a little bit on the xylophone. Some other instruments that we use in music therapy, in live music therapy, I use a lot of samplers, electric drum pads. I love using a microphone and voice modulator to encourage singing. There's many kinds of drums, bongos, djembes, different things that kids like to play. Where's my small? I have probably about 1,000 of these, just different kinds of lollipop drums, which is great. Especially you could combine movement, walking around the room, walking around the house, playing this drum. So in music therapy, there is no shortage of these kind of tools. All right, everyone, please stick around. I think I'm going to do one more song for you guys, just kind of a silly song, and we'll start to finish up. All right. Maybe you recognize this from earlier. Everybody, this is not a Napoleon hat. This is my taco hat. One of the things I love to do in my groups is to add anything, whether it's a prop, whether it's a hat, to make the music more engaging. One thing I can't show you, but we do a lot in virtual music therapy, are the virtual backgrounds. If anyone who's been so lucky to be on Zoom for the past entire year will be familiar with the virtual backgrounds, ways you could change the backdrop of when you're talking. And so for this song, I get on my taco hat, I have my moving taco background, and it makes something that could be kind of boring and just like a Zoom call, and turns it into a more exciting, almost like a variety musical show that could be kind of just like a fun, silly time. So everyone, please let me play for you one of the greatest songs that all your children probably love, and unfortunately will get stuck in your head, as one is stuck on top of my head, and that song is It's Raining Tacos from out of the sky. Tacos, no need to ask why. Just open your mouth, close your eyes. It's raining tacos, out on the street. Tacos, all you can eat. Lettuce and shell, cheese and meat. It's raining tacos, yum, 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 yum. It's like a dream, oh yeah. Yum, 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 yum. Bring the sour cream. Alright, now I need to ask everybody, do you know what goes on a taco? It has 4 main things you'll have to remember, and those are lettuce, shell, cheese, and that brown stuff is meat. Lettuce, shell, cheese, meat. Lettuce, shell, cheese, meat. Lettuce, shell, cheese, meat. It's raining tacos, raining tacos. Ooh, raining tacos. Ooh, I dropped my guitar pick. No! It's raining tacos. Always got another one in my pocket. It's raining tacos. All right. Well, thank you for joining me with that silly song. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for listening to my presentation about music therapy. Again, I'm Bobby Davis. Check me out at BobbyDavisMusic.com. And if you have any questions at all about music or music therapy, I have my hand in basically any way you can make a living doing music. We're doing plenty of music therapy groups for young kids, older patients with Alzheimer's. I work in substance abuse, work with mental health for teens. I also teach lessons on guitar, lessons on saxophone, lessons on beginner piano, lessons on flute. So if you have even a question or an interest, I would love to talk to you, and just maybe you'd like to hire me. Maybe I could just point you in the right direction. Definitely being able to help people get that connection with music is my absolute passion, and I would love to help anyone who has any questions or interests. We're going to finish up today by just singing one more song. And this is just a song that I found over this past year is a fantastic reminder and also a great way to get people singing. This is Let It Be. When I find myself in times of trouble, Mother Mary comes to me, speaking words of wisdom, let it be. And in my hour of darkness, She is standing right in front of me, speaking words of wisdom. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. And when the broken-hearted people living in the world agree, there'll be an answer. Let it be. For though they may be parted, there is still a chance that they will see. There'll be an answer. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Let it be. Oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom. Let it be. Finish up with a different one. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Yeah, no woman, don't cry. Don't shed those tears. No woman, no. Let it be. Let it be. Oh, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Alright, well, at the end of every group, of course, we started with hello. We have to finish with an unfortunate, but it is time to say goodbye. Na 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 na, na 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 na. Hey, 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 goodbye. Na 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 na. Na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Na 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 na, na 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 na, hey hey hey, goodbye. Everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you so much for the library, for including me in this, and for putting this together despite all of the challenges. And everyone, have a great day. I'll see y'all later.
Support public libraries. Like, share, and subscribe for more great videos.